Hello my dear Rubians, welcome back. Today's video is gonna be a recipe video, and in this video I'm sharing keema fry recipe with you guys. This is how I make this keema fry. You might make it in a different way, so I'm sharing my way of making the keema fry. Hope you guys would like it, and if you're watching my videos for the first time, do consider subscribing to our channel. And also there's a bell button beside subscribe. Do hit the bell button, that way you'll never miss any updates, and it's absolutely free, but it really means a lot to me. So do consider subscribing if you like our videos. And without further delay, let's get started and check the recipe of keema fry for today. So coming to the ingredients, I have taken about 400 grams of meat and minced in a blending jar. I made it at home. If you want, you can get it done at the shopkeeper, at the butcher, and he'll get it chopped for you. And then I have taken 2 big onions. Onions I have chopped into small pieces, and then 2 to 3 green chilies, depending on how hot the green chilies are. You can take them. Then about 1.5 to 2 spoons of ginger garlic paste, handful of curry leaves, handful of garlic pods. I like adding more garlic, so I have taken a lot. If you do not want to, you can absolutely avoid it. Then I have taken 1 spoon of zira seeds, and I have taken poppy seeds here. It's optional. 3 spoons of poppy seeds, fresh coriander chopped, salt as per taste, half spoon turmeric powder, 2 to 3 spoons of red chili powder, half spoon garam masala powder, 1 spoon dhania powder, and half spoon zira powder. So these are all the ingredients. And of course oil. You can take about 30 to 50 grams of oil. I'm using about 30 grams of oil in this recipe. And to start off, I have powdered the poppy seeds in a blending jar like this. If you want, you can add water and make it into a paste. Otherwise, the powder is also fine. To start off with the cooking, I have taken a non-stick pan and added oil. Actually, this non-veg recipes would require a lot of oil, but if you want to reduce your oil content, you can reduce it. So I have taken enough oil for this recipe. If you want, you can add more as well. So I have added the zira seeds, the green chilies, and the onions. Now I'll be sauteing all of them together. Saute all of them until the onions turn into golden brown. Now that our onions have turned golden brown, I'll be adding the ginger garlic paste. I'm using more ginger garlic paste here, about 1.5 spoons of ginger garlic paste. Then saute the ginger garlic paste and add the garlic pods. So if you're adding it, add it now or at the last, not a problem. So I have added it right now so that they'll get little roasted and the rawness goes off. So saute them for a minute and then add the remaining ingredients. So now I'll be adding the minced meat to this. Mix the meat with the onions and all completely. So at this time I'll be adding some turmeric and salt. I'll be adding the complete turmeric and some salt so that the mutton gets cooked a while. Again, saute everything together. Now I have cooked the mutton for some time, and this is how it has come. So after frying the keema well, I want it to get cooked completely, for which I have kept the lid and cooked for about 10 minutes. Now the keema is cooked in its water. We have not added any more water, and it's cooked nicely. Now to this I'll be adding all the masalas, the remaining of the masalas like the red chili powder, dhania powder, zira powder, and garam masala powder. Saute all these masalas for another minute along with the keema. Now to this I am adding 1.5 cup of water. I am cooking it in the pan itself. If you want, you can cook it in the pressure cooker. That way you can pressure cook it and it will be cooked fast. So mix everything together, check your salt as per taste here and add accordingly if you want to. Same goes with the spiciness. At this time I have added the ground poppy seed powder. As I told you, you can add a powder or paste. It gives additional taste, nothing much, and it's optional. If you do not want to, you can avoid it. Then mix everything together and cook until you get the fry consistency of the keema. So the water keeps reducing as you keep cooking it, and then at this consistency I have added some fresh chopped coriander. And then finally our keema is completely cooked and ready. Then I have garnished with some cashew nuts and fresh curry leaves. Cook them for a minute along with the keema fry, and then our tasty keema is ready, guys. You have to just dish out and then serve. As I told earlier, I have used sufficient oil for this keema fry. Actually, if you want, you can add more oil if you like that way. Otherwise, this turns out to be good for me. And that's it about today's recipe, guys. So it's very well served, garnished and served like this. So everybody at home liked it very much. Hope you guys also like this recipe. Do give it a try and let me know. So that's it for today's video. Hope you guys like it. Please do not forget to hit like, share with your friends, family, and keep supporting our channel. And also do not forget to subscribe. And then there's this notification button. Do hit on the notification button to receive updates when we upload new videos on our channel. Also, I have given my Facebook and Instagram IDs. Do follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.